This is the Lexipol Media Group Spotlight for September. I want to start with just a reminder that you go to our home pages, Police1, FireRescue1, EMS1, Corrections1, get the latest news and information from our fantastic team of editors. Probably the highlight coverage for September was our September 11th, 2001 remembrance coverage. We look back and honor those that we lost, continue to learn lessons from the incident as well as the survivors, the rescuers, and then what measure and understand the ongoing impact of these events, as well as how we relay those lessons to people that have entered the profession and weren't alive, or maybe we're just really young on those days. And a couple ways we did that. One, we talked to Chief of Department John Hodgins from the FDNY, Janelle Foskett, Editor-in-Chief, talked to Chief Hodgins about his experience, his ongoing memories, lessons, and how he's sharing that forward. We also had this terrific article from Police1, Sarah Callum, Senior Editor, talked to a Port Authority police officer whose canine partner died during the attacks, and what Lieutenant Lim's career was like, both in the immediate hours and days, but as well as the years later. This is a great story. It's been told other places, but I think the unique focus on what he might be able to share with today's police officers makes this a must read. And you can even hear directly from him in this video. Over on EMS1, we had a special episode of our podcast. We brought together all of our hosts, Chris Cebollero from EMS1 Inside EMS, Jim Dudley from Policing Matters, Aaron Zamzow from the Better Every Shift podcast. You can find this and their podcasts anywhere you listen to podcasts, as well as on our YouTube channel. And one of the things that they talk about is just the what do we tell the young people that are entering public safety about 9/11, and what should they know and be a part of? I've mentioned in previous months our great webinar program. We have both on-demand, always available webinars. I got to moderate this one about violence prevention. We had a great panel of presenters, several of which talked about how they were attacked and injured quite traumatically on duty, what their department did or did not do to support them. And then a panel of experts talked about some tools that have been created to help prevent violence, and then for departments to be better prepared with policies and procedures for when violence does happen. Another on-demand webinar that's available is this look at the American Rescue Plan, updates available on the funding and how this can be used by state and local governments, including public safety. So some good information here about how your agency might obtain some of this funding. We've got a webinar coming up on EMS1 about seizure assessment and prevention. This is one you can register for and you can watch it live, or if you're unable to attend live, you'll get the link to review the recording. This, like all our other webinars, will be available on demand. One of the things our EMS1 team got to do in September was attend the EMS World Expo conference, a gathering for EMTs and paramedics. Lots of wonderful education sessions. Carrie Hatt, Editor-in-Chief, attended this session about the on-field treatment by emergency physicians and others of Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin early this year. I think this headline is great, most watched cardiac arrest in the history of humankind. And when we have an event like this, it's an opportunity not only for EMTs and paramedics to learn, but hopefully to inspire the general public to learn how to recognize cardiac arrest and treat it with hands-only CPR. Our Police1 team is looking forward to attending the International Association of Chiefs of Police conference, just a really large law enforcement gathering, education, networking, product demonstrations, and that's going to be in San Diego in a couple days. If you can't make it, maybe you have some FOMO, that's okay. I give you some ideas here of how to follow along through social media, some of the recorded sessions, and how you might find similar content. We have some of our authors, Police1 authors, like Sarah, are also presenters at IACP. Sarah, or Sergeant Shendi, gave us a preview of the presentation she's doing, effective interaction with the Muslim and Middle Eastern population in this article. I'm looking forward to attending Sarah's session at IACP and appreciate her giving us a sneak peek, especially for the people that can't attend live. An area of content we've been developing over the last few months is our leadership playbook. And one specific article type is these Q&A articles. On Police One, we call it the leadership beat. So this is an interview with a new police chief. I think this quote from Chad McCluskey is great. The more people told me that you can't change the world, the more I was driven to prove them wrong. That's exactly the type of attitude and people that we want in law enforcement leadership. So thank you, Chief. One of my favorite part about these Q&A articles is the lightning round at the end. I always get some great ideas that I might apply to my own leadership growth and development, and then hopefully some insight for others. We have a similar leadership playbook on EMS1. Here we have this great quote: "You can't outwork bad leadership," from Chief Holly Van Schaik of the Orcas Island Fire and Rescue. This was Chief's recognition that if she really wanted better leadership in the departments that she was to be a part of, she needed to take responsibility, build and develop her own leadership skills, and then work her way up to achieve the type of leadership that she wanted. And then similar in FireRescue1 Leadership Playbook Series, this example, Chief Insights, a Q&A with Chief Frudge and some of the things that he's learned. Again, a nice set of questions and hopefully helpful to new or aspiring leaders, because I think everyone working in public safety is a leader, whether they're promoting into a leadership position or not. I just want to wrap up by reminding you, visit our home pages, get the latest news and information, connect with us on our social channels, and subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find all of uh, our sites on YouTube: FireRescue1, EMS1, and Police One. Like and subscribe.